Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been away for a little while, so this feels kind of weird, but let's get back into it because it is the best time of the year and I would not miss this for the world. This is kind of like why I started my YouTube channel. I wanted to be a part of next month, which is Nanowrimo. Best time of the year. I'm so excited. This video is going to be my Nanowrimo goals. It's going to come out tomorrow, which is October 31st, Halloween, and it's going to be the first of the Nanowrimo videos that I'll hopefully be putting up this month. So I want to talk a little bit more about that. Obviously, this video, like I've just said, is going to be my Nanowrimo goals. And part of that also includes a goal about YouTube and videos. So I will be explaining where I've kind of been in another video, which should be out tomorrow. It's like the last weekend of Preptober vlog. I kind of just explained that with Sydney going into lockdown, I kind of took a break. We didn't expect lockdown to be this long. It was 4 months basically altogether, and yeah, I just had a little bit of a tough time during that period. I'm sure you all understand. You've all been through your own lockdowns and own experiences during this time. So I'm sure you all understand. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be back and that I can actually, you know, feel really positive about this time and really, experience Nanowrimo kind of as it should be. I'm sad that we're going to be missing out on like in-person write-ins, but hopefully I can do that with my friends anyway. You know, just meet up at a coffee shop or something like that. But at least I can go to a coffee shop is all I can say. I just have missed that experience of going outside and taking my laptop and writing for a couple of hours and just being like in that experience. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into my goals because I'm really excited to talk to you guys. This is going to be a bit of like a chatty one. So I have basically 4 goals that I want to achieve over the month of November. And I'm sure you're not surprised, but the first one is I want to write 50,000 words. So last year, NaNoWriMo, I was in Melbourne and I was in lockdown in Melbourne. So I'm glad I don't have to repeat that again. But last year I actually rewrote my story. So I did win NaNoWriMo, but it was, as a rebel. I wasn't doing the new story. So I rewrote my draft like 2 of my story, and I just basically gave myself the option to start from scratch a little bit, but definitely had that whole story already written out. So I was just, picking up on wording choices and that kind of thing. So last year I did win, but it was as a rebel. And previous to that, I've never really won a NaNoWriMo before. The month just gets to me. I always have a lot on in November. I mean, everyone does. It's that time of year where we've got Christmas leading up to that, and work just ramps up during that time. You've got family and friend commitments. They've always got to me, and I just get so tired towards the end of the month that I just kind of give up on it. But I'm usually pretty happy with how many words I've written that month anyway, because November is always a month where I write more than usual. The year before, I know I wrote about 30,000 words of a new story, and I would just never get that in a month usually. So that's so good. But yes, the goal for this year is to write a completely new story, 50,000 words. I want to write 1,666 every day and actually win the proper NaNoWriMo and not as a rebel, just, following the actual rules. So that's my goal for this year. I'm really looking forward to it. I love my story idea. I have been thinking of it for so long. It's really been a struggle not to start writing it because I've needed to edit my first story that I've written. That one I also love, but I'm not a fan of the editing process. And I knew that if I started to, I knew if I started a whole new story, I'd never come back and edit that one. So I've been really focused on editing my first story and just, kind of like keeping the cogs turning on my story idea, which I'm gonna actually start writing this Nanowrimo. So I'm so excited. I think it's a really cool story idea. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about it. I will, let you in some of the Nanowrimo videos. I'm gonna talk about it more. I won't kind of explain it too much here. Basically, it is another YA fantasy, which is what my first story is, but my first story is more of a YA urban fantasy, whereas this one is definitely like set in a fantasy world. So it's a more traditional fantasy setting, and then it's actually going to be a series, whereas my first work was a standalone. So that's a little bit about it. And yeah, I know I've said this, but I'm so excited to start. I've just been like prep-tobering away, doing my world building, trying to think of my story outline and more broadly like a series outline, because I guess I've never had that before. Had to think about actually what does this first book mean for the whole series. Like, it's actually, the first book is really nothing when you think about it, like in terms of, it just kind of has to set up the rest of them. So that's been really interesting to think about, and I'm just really looking forward to November 1st, midnight. I'm gonna start at midnight. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it now and explain my second goal. And I think this is kind of the one that you guys will be most interested in, because my second goal is to post daily videos on YouTube. I'm so nervous about this one, you guys. I'm spending all this weekend prepping, hopefully going to film and edit some videos to go up during the first week and into the second week of Nanowrimo. So I am trying to prepare as much as I can. I am pre-filming a few videos, but also I want to do daily vlogs. So I'm actually not going to be prepping every single video and pre-filming every single video. Like, I do want some spontaneity, and I'm definitely going to be filming the, day one vlog, how that goes. And then I definitely want to film a little bit of each day. So even if like I'm going to be doing my, October reading wrap up as one of the videos one day, I still want to be filming during that day, so you get a look at what each day actually looks like, and then I can put it into another daily vlog and have like 2 days together or something like that. So I will be filming a little bit each day, but maybe not like having to edit and publish a video each day. I kind of want to have some days where that isn't a stress as well. I've actually been thinking about this challenge for a really long time, and like I said, it is one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel. I just love the idea of being part of the Nanowrimo community, the writing tube community during this time. I'm super looking forward to that. If you are also on YouTube and doing Nanowrimo videos, vlogs, whatever it is, leave your channel in the comments below and I will definitely check them out. I'm so excited just to see what everyone else is doing, get inspiration. I feel like it's going to be such an inspiring time, and I'll actually need it to sort of motivate myself to keep going, because I think it's going to be a long month, and I know I'm so excited at the moment, but I feel like by like day 5 I'm going to be like, why did I choose to do this? And I feel like you guys are going to be the reason why I continue. So I'm really looking forward to that one. It's definitely going to be the most challenging goal, I think. Writing is definitely up there, but I think the filming and editing videos is a little bit higher because it just scares me so much. But I will say writing is my number one priority. So if I start falling a little bit behind, it might have to be down to like weekly vlogs or something like that. I definitely don't want that. That isn't the plan, but you know, writing is number one. I really want to achieve that 50,000 goal, but I feel like this will make it also more achievable in a certain way. Like if I know I have to film a video about writing, I should be writing as well. Does that make sense? Anyway, it makes sense in my head. Number 3 is to not get behind on my reading goal, or not get further behind on my reading goal, because I'm already quite far behind. During lockdown, so I obviously wasn't filming, so I wasn't updating you guys on this, but I got to about 10 books behind schedule. I had a huge reading slump. August was great. August was amazing. I got into this crime series and I was just listening to like book after book. And then when that finished, I just didn't know what I wanted to listen to. Like I only wanted to listen to those books again, but I wanted new ones. I didn't want to re-listen to them. I just wanted more of those. And I just didn't get into anything. I started a few things. I read like a picture book or two, a graphic novel kind of thing, to kind of, you know, make sure I wasn't like completely off track. I had my birthday during that time and I got some new books and I started them, but I wasn't really into them. Yeah, I just went into this massive reading slump, and the last week I have read so many books. I've really tried to get out of it. So I'm currently 5 books behind schedule. It might go up to 6 depending on like what day the Goodreads challenge kind of resets. Does that make sense? Anyway, I might not have finished another book by the time it like goes up another book. Like I should have read another book by then. So I'm around 5 or 6 books behind schedule. And I just want to finish November still at that same place. I just do not want to be back to 10 books behind schedule and then have to read like a million books in December. I am trying, if you aren't aware, I am trying to read 100 books this year, and it's been a struggle. It's something I've done before. I'm not having that commute to work anymore either, so that kind of gets cut out. That was a huge reading time for me, especially like of physical books. So I don't have that really at all anymore. Now I'm working from home, so it's been just a little bit of a challenge this year, and I did also want to make sure that I was still picking up books that I actually wanted to read, and not just picking up like short books because, oh, like look at this on audio, like look at this on Audible, it's only like 3 hours long, like I'll smash that out. Because actually when I don't want to read it, I don't tend to pick it up as much, and then it takes me even longer, and it's like this big cycle. So that's a really long-winded way to say I want to still be like 5 books maximum behind schedule. I don't want to be any worse than that by November 30th. So that is going to take a bit of work, because that means I would have to read at least 8 books in November. And I will show you my in my November TBR what I've picked up. But basically from the library, I've ordered some of my favorite graphic novels, which have come out with new collections in the last year that I haven't picked up. So that's really exciting. I've got some Women's Prize shortlist books still to read, because I kind of fell off that a little bit at the end, and I have a few new releases that I'm really looking forward to. So keep an eye out for my November TBR, because I think it's going to be a really good one if you're also interested in what you'll be reading during Nanowrimo. I find it's a really difficult time to read when you're so consumed by writing and you kind of need to write the whole day. I find my reading is kind of the first thing to go. So yeah, keep an eye out for the November TBR because it'll have some ideas for shorter books. And you can also pick up during this time, hopefully, and not get too far behind on your own reading goals because, yeah, I know that is a huge struggle of mine during Nanowrimo. And then last but not least is my fourth goal, and that is to kind of keep up with my health and fitness. I just know from last year, I think partly because I was in lockdown as well, but I know from that time I just really sort of cocooned into my home and I didn't really want to leave the house. I was so focused on getting these 50,000 words. And obviously because I'm working from home, I was just sort of going from screen to screen and not really doing anything else. I just need to protect my mental health as well. It's been a really difficult time during Sydney lockdown, but I made that goal to do 10,000 steps a day or to at least just get out every lunchtime. And I just want to keep that going. I don't want to get into a habit of, missing my daily walk because I need to film a video or miss my daily walk because I need to, write 500 words or something like that. I think I just need to really prioritize that. I am allowed to go back to the gym, but my gym is in the city, which isn't too far away, but I went to that gym because it was really close to work and I would always go either like before or after work. So at the moment when I go to the gym, it's like specifically for that reason. I've made a bit of a gym schedule already for November. I have PT one day and then I want to do 2 classes, which I've booked classes that I know I love, I know I want to go to, and then every other day I want to be doing at least 10,000 steps. So that's sort of my health goal for this month because I know otherwise that will just fly out of the window and I won't do it because I'll be like too busy and I'll make excuses. But I do want to include it in this month's goals. Because of lockdown, I know how much my physical health impacts my mental health, and so it's something that I really need to prioritize this month. But I would love some inspiration from you guys as well if you have any physical or mental health goals. So there's only 4 goals, but they are huge. That's my very ambitious goal list for November. Let me know what your goals are for this very exciting month. Let me know if you are participating in Nanowrimo as well. I would love to hear from you guys. If you've done a goals video as well for next month, let me know. I would love to check it out and get some inspiration from you. But otherwise, I will see you guys in another video very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!